check, 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 check. Are we live? Sounds weird. Check, check. Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? What's going on? It's your girl, Jay. It is Friday night, Friday evening, and we are live. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the show. This is JSpot Live, where we talk about women's basketball. We are in the W season, so we are recapping the week in the WNBA. Week 10. This week was a modified week because it was All-Star break. So we only had 3 days of games after the All-Star break. And I was with you guys right before the break. So I don't have, I'm right on schedule. Shout out to you guys that hung out with Sess and I during, during what happened? We were together for Friday. I want to say, I think Saturday she wasn't able to join, but shout out to you guys for coming through. Anyway, so shout out to Tulip. Tulip is in the house always. I appreciate you. It is Friday night. There's games going on right now. Other people, everybody's live because the W is hot right now. So we got a lot of things going on tonight, but I appreciate you being here, and those of you that will pop in later, and those of you that are a part of the replay gang. As always, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's right. Thank y'all so much. RC is in the house. Hey, J-Spot. Hey, Tulip. I got my wrenches here tonight. Appreciate y'all. Tonight's show. Oh, Chelsea. Whew. Tonight's show, like I said, we're going to talk about the games that happened this past week and All-Star. Right now, I have Vegas game on playing Minnesota. Vegas is down 30-37. We were down 11. So being down only 7, that means we're going in the right direction. But Chelsea did shoot a 3, or try to shoot a 3, I think it was, and it just hit the top of the backboard. Now we're down 9. We have 4 minutes and left to go in the second quarter. I don't know what everybody is on their points yet, but we'll check that out. Y'all, my allergies have been really bad. I just had a huge allergy attack before getting on here. So if I'm sniffling and all that, my bad. Speedy recovery to Kayla Thornton. That's right. She hurt her knee. It was announced today that she hurt her knee in practice, and she actually went through surgery today. And so she's going to be out the rest of the season recovering. RC says, I'm feeding for some women's college basketball, but I got to be patient, wait it out. It'll be back before you know it. Yeah, it's not that much time left. I mean, we're in, what is this, July? We're at the end of July, pretty much. Then we, only have a couple of months before, college starts ramping back up. So have no fear, RC. It'll be around pretty soon. RC says Ashlyn Watkins will miss the upcoming season and get ready for 26-27. Jay, do you think it's a given that Juju Watkins follows suit? I said last season that I didn't want Juju to come back. I thought she would sit out this season. Tears or whatever it is that she has, or most people have, it's kind of tricky. I mean, who was saying it? I think it was Olivia Miles that was saying, like, it seems like everything is good. You feel like you can get back into the game, and then you quickly realize, nah, because you got to get your reps back up, just getting your body back to, playing full press basketball or whatever, full press basketball, full on basketball is already going to be taxing body if you haven't been doing that often. And then on top of that, trying to come back from an injury is not as easy. So she said she wanted to let her body, you know, give it time to get ready. Like she wasn't going to rush to come back. And like, like I said last season with Juju, the draft ain't going nowhere. Her number one spot ain't going nowhere. Her draft is not going anywhere. So if she sits out this season, gets better, continues to work, comes back the next season and really gives it to us, like we're going to get the Juju that that we've been used to seeing, and probably a better, she'll get better with time, versus trying to rush back to be better this season, because it hasn't even been a full year. Has it been a full? Oh, she just tore her ACL not so earlier this year, right? Yeah, no, 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 no. She don't need to come back. I think she sits it out. I think we were talking before that she might sit out until conference play, but I think she just sit out the whole season. Ashlyn tore her ACL in the beginning of the season, so I would think that she probably would have been ready, but she said she got some issues just personally that she wants to work on herself. We know Cam Brink has not come back yet, and she hurt herself the beginning of her rookie season last year, and she's not come back yet. I think they said she might be back next week, but we don't know. But I just think I don't think she should rush back. Ain't nothing happening that she needs to rush back for. RC saying hello to Tulip. Who says is in the ACL. Just said knee injury. Oh, I don't. For Kayla, I don't know about what it was. They just said whatever it was, she hurt her knee in practice and she had a successful surgery and she's going to be out the rest of the season. Dang, Chelsea. I need Chelsea. I don't know what's going on with Chelsea Gray. She was so good and unrivaled, and it's not been great. It's not been great. Now we're down 12 again. Awesome. Tulip says she needs to redshirt the year, rest up, and play next year. Yep. RC says Jay will watch the Fever now that Caitlin is sidelined. You're saying that I will watch the Fever? Oh, I'm not. Oh, I'm not. I don't know. I wasn't. I wasn't. I wasn't. This doesn't make sense. The reason I wasn't watching the wasn't solely because of her. I wasn't watching the Fever because I don't. That's not. That's not a team that I like. That's the team that I chose that I don't like to watch. As in anybody else, like last a couple of years ago, it was New York. I didn't want to watch them. It's been Indiana, mainly because they force Indiana on us watchers as much as they can, and I don't want to do it. Like I'm not. That's not my team. My team's just fine, and I just don't choose to join in to the watchers or the ratings or anything like that. So it doesn't matter about her being on the team or not, or whether she's playing or not. I don't want to watch. Yeah, Tulip says it's only been a few months. She'll be back either next game or the one after. Who you talking about? Oh, you talking about Cam Brink. Okay, we shall see. We shall see. Cam Brink back on the floor after all this time. All right, y'all. Let's get into the let me take that off. Get into last week's results. Sorry. Here we go. Boom. So last week's results, we had one, two, three, four, 5 games that came on Tuesday. We had LA versus Washington. Washington lost to the LA Sparks. As Tulip says, Sparks are on a roll lately, finally getting healthy. They are. I think the last game they won today, I think it was. They're on a 4 streak now. But Washington and LA. So some of the top performers from Washington was Slim. Brittany Sykes had 18 points. Shakira Austin had 17. Kiki Iriafen had 13. Yeah, that was all the double digit play. They don't have this in order. But yeah, that was double digits. Suge Sutton came in at 8 and Sony came in with 7. On the Sparks side, we had De'Erica. De'Erica came in with 24 and 14. Um, she did not hit her 3-pointers. I thought she hit 2 threes, but no, that's not it. Rakia Jackson, though, did hit her 3-pointers. She was 50% from the 3. She had 4 of 8. Rakia's been cooking. She had 22 points, 3 rebounds. I believe they said Rakia has had let me see, her last, excuse me, besides this last game on the 24th, prior to that, on the 13th, she had 19 points. The 15th, she had 22 points. The 7th, she had 20 points. The game before the 13th, on the 10th, she had 14. So 4 straight games with double digits. That first game on the 10th, but they won the next 3. And like I said, the one they played last night, they won that as well. She didn't do as well point-wise, but Rakia's been on a burner. And Rakia is a player that just does not get the shine that a lot of other young players get. I guess it is what it is. The media doesn't have the capacity to give more than a couple of players shine. It's all about views and clicks or whatever, I guess. But here on this program, we try to give shine to as many players as we can, especially the ones that I like, because it is my program. So I'm definitely gonna shine light on the ones that I like, and Rakia is one of them. She's such a smooth player, and although I didn't get to watch those games in its entirety, Rakia is smooth. She is, the way she drives to the basket. I saw like drive to the basket and did like a 360 turn fade away. Now she didn't make the shot, but it was just so easy for her to do that. It was crazy. Her three is getting better. I mean, it looks so confident going up. Like it never looks like it's not gonna make it. So shout out to Rakia. She's been doing great. 22 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. She hit 4 3-pointers that night. Azare, another person who has been cooking. I think they 41% from 3 now. She's been cooking from 3. Like, again, I say this every single week. If Azare do not come back to the roles shooting threes, we're gonna fight, because all the times we needed her to hit those shots, her and Lexi, they were not making them, right? Not consistently. She comes back into the league, and this girl is knocking down threes like she's a sharpshooter. Like, you cannot leave her open on that perimeter, because she's gonna shoot a 3 and it's gonna go in. So she's been doing great. She had 15, 6 rebounds, and she hit 2 3-pointers. And then Kelsey Plum had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. She hit 4 3-pointers. And we know that this team is probably more likely going to morph into like a point shooting team, if they're not already, just because the coach that they have from Utah, she is very much into percentages. She's very much into the math of the game. And I saw her, they did a behind the scenes on the Utah team when Peely was in college, and that was her coach. And so the coach talked about, they like percentages. She has a chart, like all the players see, and I can't remember if it's color coded, but it's like, if you take your shots from, past the free throw line in the post, if you take your shots in the post, this is this much percentage shot. If you take your shots on the outside in the perimeter, it's this much percentage shot. If you take it in the middle, it's this much. She said, she tells her team, you only take shots in 2. You take them, your highest percentage shot, which is in the post, driving in the lane, blah, 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 or you take your chance with a three because a three is worth more than two. I don't want you spending time hanging out by the perimeter shooting long twos. Because if you're going to be out there, you might as well shoot a three. So no middies. If you're close enough to get into the post, then you shoot a higher percentage shot. You get closer and you shoot that shot. No mid. That's what the Utah, they weren't Utah Jazz. What were they called? The Utes. I, Utah Utes. Is that what their names were? Anyway, that's why they never shot middies. And I remember watching them play South Carolina one time. And I remember they were guarding Peely so hard. And Peely was like wide open in the mid range. She would never take those shots. And I was just like, they're just passing up shots that they have open. But then I realized that's why they did that. But anyway, I say all that to say that's the coach that LA has. And she said she wasn't going to come in and immediately change everything. She wanted to see what she had, the personnel she had, how she can utilize them in the best way possible. But you can start to see it's going to get, a little, it's going to start to lean towards that way. I never thought about the math of basketball like that, but that's what she's doing. Um, Za's in the house. What's going on, Za? Za says, "What's up, Jay and fam? Still on vacation in Memphis. Head back home tonight. Okay, be safe. Be safe. I appreciate you for checking in here, though. Always, always." Tulip says Rakia cooked them in the second half and played great defense on Sony all game. Okay. And defense. I don't want to ever forget about defense. Offense is nice. Offense is pretty, is good. Defense, what do they say? Defense is what wins games. So I'm big on defense as well. As Hamby and Z showed the Mystics rookies what real all stars look like, snubbed. Yeah, they Hamby's been getting her stock back up as well. Like I think I don't want to say she played the back, but it's been a lot of Z and I've been seeing a lot of Rakia. And Hamby's been doing her thing, but kind of silently because they ain't talking about her as much. But she's been cooking too. Rakia is the W's Carmelo Anthony. Stin Sanity. What's going on, J Book, my goat? No. That's you. Shout out to Stin Sanity. So I follow him on TikTok. I don't know if y'all have a TikTok, but he has, and y'all probably have seen him. He has one of the most sonically pleasing voices on the internet, period. And he does game recaps and reviews and stuff like that and little blurbs on the players. But he's a dope creator. He has a couple of YouTube channels here. But if you're still in here, if you drop your @ or your whatever you want people to follow you or subscribe or whatever, drop it in the chat. And y'all give him a sub, give him a follow on TikTok. He's pretty dope and super knowledgeable. But thank you I appreciate it. Tulip says, Jay, do you know how good Angel would be in LA with all those shooters and stretch bigs around her? Chi-Town is a mess. Oh, please don't let me. I don't want to go on a tangent about Chicago. I don't. It's like I'm weary. I'm so weary about it. But Angel in Chicago with everybody that's there now, or is somebody leaving? Is she there with Rakia, De'Erica, Z, everyone's there, Alaman, who else? Fagan, all them? Or are we moving people around? Tulip says it would be like AT in Phoenix. Okay. Hey, look who's here. My good sis, Britt Renee, also a homie of mine. She's my people are up in here. Britt, it does a podcast called I Can Talk About This All Day. Every time I pop in or people I know, I'm gonna plug them. So y'all just listen out. You can listen to her podcast. It drops every Friday. Anywhere podcasts are listened to. I've been on her podcast several times. My podcast is on a sabbatical, but when I was heavily doing my podcast, I had her on there as well. We had a YouTube series for a minute. What's your top 10? That's on my channel, so you can check that out. But shout out to Britt, what is it? Britty something on Twitter. If you want people to follow you, drop it in the chat. Tulip says, hit the like button, chat. Welcome in. That's right. What's going on, Louie? Greetings and salutations, J Spot. Thank you, Louie. What's going on? Jonathan is here. Um, what's going on, Jonathan? Jay, quit flirting. Oh my God. I'm not flirting. I'm not flirting with anybody. Insanity says your kid has been playing so well until the abomination of last game. Really excited for her. I didn't see the last game. I was too. I don't even know if distraught is the word. I was. My Aces and my Chicago Sky were playing yesterday, and I was dealing with that debacle. But yes, she has been playing very well. Oh my God. RC says Jay stop trying to love on air. Y'all, I can't compliment people. I'm not flirting. If someone has a nice voice, they have a nice voice. Oh my goodness. I really like your streams. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Tulip says yes with all of them. Britt says, hey, 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 appreciate you, girl. Hamby. Louis says, Hamby has been a consistent force throughout her career, in my opinion. I love her motor and that she plays every possession. She definitely does. Louis says, hey to the chat. My mouse has not been working either. I need to get a new mouse. Um, and if y'all want to follow Brit on Twitter, it is Britty18 on Twitter. I don't call it X, but it's Twitter. You missed KP's 30 piece. Did I get there? Wait a minute. She ain't get a 30 piece on this game. When did she? What game was it? I don't think I got there yet. Let me see. No, I ain't got there yet. Hold on. Hang tight. We just on Tuesday. I'll get there. Hollywood Barbie, make it happen. Louis says, how have you been, J Spot? Hopefully well. Your high cheekbones are really pronounced right now. It's because of it is, huh? It's the lighting. It's the lighting in my glasses. Do I look crazy? I think it's the glasses. And it's the way my light is. But thank you. Thank you. Are you blushing because of the flirting that is reportedly happening? I'm not. I ain't getting nobody else no compliments that come in my chat no more. Goodness gracious. Hollywood Barbie, make it happen. No, it was yesterday. Yeah. You look great. Thank you, Louis. I appreciate it. It's the lighting. My big light that I had broke. I haven't replaced it. So I have like this little light, and honestly, it's usually positioned a little bit differently, and it's not. So whatever. I ain't got time for that. They playing right? They playing with you tough right now. I know. Anywho, moving on to the game. Indiana versus New York Liberty. New York took out Indiana 98-84. Some of the top performers from Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell, who again has been cooking. You want to talk about somebody else who's been cooking? She does not get, this person definitely does not get the attention, the accolades, the credit, the nothing that she deserves. It's been since last season. Kelsey Mitchell has been cooking since last season. Is more prominent this season because Caitlin hasn't been able to play. And so we can clearly see, or I mean, I don't watch their games, but people can clearly see that Kelsey is that girl. Um, but yeah, she's been cooking for Indiana. 29 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 threes. Sophie Cunningham came in with 15 points. Aaliyah Boston, 15 and 12. Another person who came in cooking again. That's a player who has been playing. She had I wouldn't say a down season, but she struggled a little bit last season. I think it was with the transition of like having Caitlin come in and them kind of changing like the focus of the offense a little bit. Um, but she was able to find her thing. And this season, she really came out. And although not, she's not the leading scorer all the time. She still makes a really big impact. Also, shout out to Unrivaled because she's been doing really well since she came back. She was leading the league in field goal percentage. I think she's tied for second. She's either tied for second or tied for first. I'll look it up in a second. But she's leading the league, been leading the league time in field goal percentage. But she got 15 and 12. Natasha Howard came in with 13. Ari McDonald, since she's been on the team, has been performing wonderfully. New York Liberty, though, um, JJ came back. JJ came back, dropped 18 and 9 with 2 assists, 1 block, three threes. Phoebish had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Stewie, points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Saab, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Natasha Cloud, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Izzy. Izzy came up off that bench and gave them a hot 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and they win the game 98-84. Let me see what else. The Fever were neck and neck until the fourth. Tulip says they have proven they're a solid team with or without. Yep, that's facts. That is facts. Oh my God, my mouse. Y'all leave Jay alone. Thank you, Zab. Appreciate it. Uh, Tulip says, did you see Fever fans were dragging Kay Mitchell just because her sister posted she should be first option? No, I will be 100% honest. I have everything Fever blocked. I don't get any of that information, but that's why I have you guys. I didn't know that, but that's not surprising. Stan culture, especially in the sports world that it's taken over, that's how they're going to act. So it's not surprising to me. Tulip says, like any sister, we're back there, especially when Kelsey has been hooping. Yeah, if it was my sister, I'd be yelling it from the rooftops. I don't care who's on the team. Like, that's my sister. Um, Next game, I don't even know if I want to talk about this game. Next game was Chicago versus Minnesota. Minnesota whooped us 91-68. Um, we off the quarter, the first quarter, like we came to play. We really did. We looked like we were in it. We weren't perfect, but we looked like we were in it. We were doing well. And then that third quarter happened and I don't even know. It was not great. It was not great. Like we went if this is the game. Yeah, we went from down 1 in the second quarter, being down 1 with 1 minute and 43 seconds left. I know because I went back and I watched this over and over again. We were down 1 point with 1 minute and 43 seconds left to play in the game. And by the time that buzzer went off, we were down 9 points. And then we go into the third, and immediately we're down by like 12 or 13. And then it just snowballs until we're down 20 something points. I I don't really have words. I think I don't know. It just feels like a lot of confusion. First of all, our turnovers are atrocious every single game. We beat ourselves with turnovers. Like we will be in the game, we can get our shots off and then turn the ball over. We had where we at? It's not even showing on here. I'm not doing the math. Hold on. Let me go to where I can get the information that I need. Sometimes the WNBA app be tripping. Oh, let's see. We had 20 overs. We had 20 overs to their 8. They got 20 points off our 23 turnovers. Is crazy. If it's not a moving screen, it's an offensive foul, it's a defensive 3-second, and then the rest of them are just us tossing the ball around like a hot potato. Um, I don't know, man. It was hard to watch, and honestly, I did not watch the final few minutes of the game. I don't even remember watching the fourth quarter. Sometimes I get to the point where I just want to watch on my phone, like just watch the game cast and see if the point, like look at the points and all that stuff. I can't like physically watch the game. And I've been like that. It's not just with Chicago. Sometimes if South Carolina is not doing what they need to do, I do the same thing. Same thing with LSU. That's just, it helps my anxiety just to just watch. But we had a bag, a game that was winnable because it wasn't like Minnesota was like just shooting the lights out. It wasn't until we were like literally giving them the game that we just help put a battery in their back. And as I'm saying this right now, 9:20 in the third, Vegas is down 35-51 to the Minnesota Lynx. My Skaces just cannot get it together. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, um I said I wasn't gonna go on a tangent about them, didn't I? Anyway, Kia Nurse led us with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Angel came in with an 11 and 11. 11 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Camilla came in with 10 points, 10 rebounds. Skyscrapers got their double double. 2 assists, 1 steal. Not great shooting night from Camilla. She's been struggling these past few games. Last game she actually did, percentage wise, she did much better. But she still got her 10 and then that was it. Westbelt did come in with 9 off the bench, and that was pretty much it. Everybody else, like I said, it's single digits. Meanwhile, Nafisa Collier, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, damn blocks. 4 blocks. I think it was 2 on Angel, 1 on Camilla, or maybe 2 on Camilla. I can't remember. I do remember watching this as I was driving home from work because that's what it was. I was at work. I couldn't watch the game. And I'm looking at the game cast and it tells you play by play. And it says Nafisa blocks Camilla, Nafisa blocks Angel, Nafisa blocks Angel, Nafisa block. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Like, how she get like 3 blocks right away? Like, easy to me. Anyway, 4 blocks. I guess that's why she's the reigning defensive player of the year, right? Kayla McBride, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Bridget Carlton, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Alana Smith, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Courtney Williams, 10 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists, 1 steal. Diamond Miller, everybody that played scored. But that's what they do against Chicago. Um, Jonathan says, "Hey Jay, you hear about Kelsey Mitchell's sister? Yeah, we just talked about it." Insanity says, "Tough, rough game to watch. It was." Za is, I don't know if I'm okay. My mouse is not working correctly, y'all. So as I'm clicking these comments, sometimes they're coming up, sometimes they're not. Za is smiling because that's his team. Go, guess. But thank you for not rubbing it in. Brittany says, like 12 Cal would say, they went lemon booty. Yeah, they did. They did go lemon booty. It was bad. They did worse than lemon booty. It wasn't. It was just the effort just was not there. Um, Next game it was Dallas versus Seattle, and guess what? Dallas beat Seattle. 87 to wait. Did I skip one? Oh, Atlanta. Oh, it's backwards there. Okay. Atlanta played Vegas. It's different on the screen than it is here on my phone. Atlanta played Vegas. Vegas won 87 to 72. Um, Top performance for Atlanta were Alicia Gordon, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Jordan Canada, 12 points, 4 rebounds. That was it. That was it for double digits. Everyone else contributed, except for Nia Coffey and Terry, that played, but it just was not enough of an outcome or output that they needed to take over Vegas, who actually was playing well this game. Asia, my goat, came in with 24 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 50% from the field. Jo had 20 or 24, had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Nalissa Smith, 11 points, 4 rebounds. And Dana Evans came off the bench. Dana came off the bench and gave us a hot 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Dana was cooking for a little bit. She went on her own 9-0 run. And those of us that are Chicago Sky fans, that Dana was on our team last season. Dana went from one of my teams to my other team. I think she fits well there in Vegas. She's what they need, something to come off the bench and give production. It's not consistent yet, but again, the Aces aren't consistent, period. They're having their own issues as well. But here's the thing, Jewel Lloyd only had 7. I'm not really sure what's going on. Jewel is having another down season. I don't get it. I don't know what the deal is. Chelsea is also having kind of a little struggle season. And I mean, they could be battling injuries that we don't know about. I have no idea. But it's been Asia and he trying to carry the team, but we still end up losing. This game we happen to win. So I gotta take the wins when we can get it. So shout out to the Aces. Then the last game was Dallas versus Seattle. Like I said, Dallas actually beat Seattle pretty bad, actually, 87-63. We're talking about Dallas here. We're talking about what, the number 12 team in the league. Came through and whooped up on on Seattle. They did not have Skylar Diggins though. Skylar was out for personal reasons. But NECA had 22 points, 2 rebounds. Gabby Williams, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals. Gabby be playing. Gabby, I'm happy Gabby's back in the W. Ezzy had 12 points and 9 rebounds. That was it for double digits. Then you go on to Dallas. Dallas was led by Arike. Arike, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. She hit 4 3-pointers. Paige buckets, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Geisa Soder, I think I said that right. 13 points, 3 rebounds. And then we had Haley Jones. Haley Jones, formerly of Atlanta Dream, who was waived earlier this season and picked up by Dallas. Happy to see she has a home. She also has a podcast. She's not my friend, but I listen to it. I think it's called Sometimes I Hoop. She has like some of the college and W players on there from time to time. I think it's mainly college players, at least the ones that I've listened to, she's had on there. So she's had Fagan on there. She's had Niece on there. Foe. She's had Pow Pow. She's had Hannah Hidalgo. Those are the ones that I've listened to so far over the course of the time that I've been listening to her podcast. It's a YouTube as well. But anyway, shout out to Haley Jones, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. She had herself a game. And Dejanay came back, very limited minutes. She came back from a rib injury. She had 4 points. I'm just putting it out there. 4 points, 6 rounds, 1 assist. But she's coming back from injury, so I'm sure her reps, as she spends more time playing, her reps will increase. Asia has some new shoes on, some different kind of shoes. I haven't seen. Every time Asia plays, she's playing in a different pair of shoes. So that was that on Tuesday. Jonathan is rubbing it in that the Lynx are killing my Aces. I know. I see the score. They are definitely killing my Aces. The great benefactor is here. What's going on? Thank you for coming through. Kyra is here. Kyra is here. What is going on, Kyra? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. The next game, which is not, I don't have a graphic for it, was Wednesday. We only had one game. Atlanta played Phoenix. Atlanta beat Phoenix 90-79. Top performers for Phoenix, Satu had 13 points. Sammy Whitcomb, the sharpshooter, 11 points. Cockhopper, 10 points. Alyssa Thomas had 11 rebounds and 9 assists. She was very close to getting a triple-double. Again, she is the triple-double queen, by the way. She holds the record for the most triple-doubles and the most double-doubles in a season. I think Angel may just get that double-double record. Triple-double, we gotta see about that. And then Bonner came off the bench, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Then Thursday, which was yesterday, we had 3 games on. Whew, okay. LA beat Connecticut 101-86. Some of the top performers, Connecticut, we had Tina Charles, who was cooking at first, by the way. They were cooking at first. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Olivia Nelson Odota, 17 points, 4 rebounds. Bria Hartley, before she got ejected, she was cooking 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. She was kind of their heart of the game. And then she got 2 techs really quickly and they kicked her out. So definitely her team because they just could not they couldn't catch up to what the Sparks started doing because Kelsey Plum had a 30 piece as they said earlier in the chat. 30 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 4 3-pointers. I miss Plummer. I really do. I miss her on my aces so bad. It's so weird watching her play for the Sparks. It's kind of crazy, but she's got to do. I get it, but man, I miss her. But 30 points in 28 minutes, crazy. De'Erica had 20 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Azare, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 4 3-pointers. Is it Julie? Julie Alleman, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Rakia have a great game, as we talked about earlier. Van Loo, Burrell, and Cannon all play, but in single digits. But I mean, the 20 piece from De'Erica, the 30 piece from Kelsey Plum, and then the Azare and Alleman just helping, it took over the game. It was nothing they could really do. So shout out to Kelsey Plum and the Sparks for whooping up. I mean, man, they whooped up Connecticut, but that's not, Connecticut is having its own little woes. So that's not, I don't even think that's the worst. That's definitely not the worst loss that they've had this season. Stinsanity says, I love this game. So many underrated players. Rakia had an off night, but this Sparks team is finding a way regardless. I love them. There it is right there. Yeah, I mean, LA is finding their footing. This is what's making it very scary for me as is and a Sparks fan. We're gonna look at the standings in a second, but the more some of these bottom teams do well, just like last season when Washington was turning things around and Indiana was turning things around, it doesn't leave us a lot of room to, we got to put up or shut up. And right now I have both of my teams that are in that position where they got to put up or they won't make the playoffs. I mean, I'm not expecting Chicago to make it. I cannot for any reason like wrap my head around the Aces not making the playoffs. This is crazy. Hopefully I feel like they can still pull it together, but it's just very like uncharted territories. Not since Asia's rookie year have the Aces had the start that they've had. And this has just been crazy. Like they went from being one of the most dominant teams in the W, winning a breaking records, winning a back-to-back championship, breaking a record for the best record, only losing 6 games in a season. The first team to win 40 games, I think, in a season. I think that's them. Um, and then then stuff happens. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So um it is what it is. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. But uncharted territories for my aces. Right now we're losing 52-71. This is just unbelievable. I gotta check the stats in a second. Far as Chicago, as Insanity says, it's Jeff's fault. It definitely is. And y'all know I am president of the Jeff. Try not to say this because again, eventually I would like to get credentials to cover to cover Chicago. And I feel like he has a deciding factor in that probably. So I don't want to do too much on Jeff, but yeah, it's his fault. Definitely his fault. But I never shy away from saying that Jeff Jeff did not make great decisions. I don't know what decisions he thought he was making. Not really sure. Like for me, I always try to have. I'm a what do you call it? I'm a business professional, right? I've been in business. I've been in leadership. I lead teams for a living. And I always have a backup plan. Like I always in my mind, I can't ever go with plan B because I mean plan A, because plan A usually never works out. I got a plan B, I got plan C. I stunt my own growth because I need a plan D, E, F, G. Because I'm always thinking about, okay, something here is not going to work out. So I got to figure out if if this thing that probably will never happen in the world, if this thing happens, what can I do to make to take care of that so it's not stunting me, it's not messing up my business, it's not messing up the flow of what we need to have happen. So I over plan. Sometimes I have to make a lot of quick decisions in the moment, but I'm always thinking of a backup plan, and I just don't know if Jeff has ever if he ever made a backup plan. I just We already know Chicago is built on toothpicks and straws. We already know this. Like if you blow too hard, everything's gonna fall apart. It did last season. It tumbled like a deck of cards. Like it just lined. And then we do it again. It wasn't like the last year wasn't enough. He was like, let's do it again. Because now we're getting injuries again. We have no backup plan. We didn't go into it with a backup plan. We didn't think that, okay, last year we were an okay team. We needed work. We needed help. Let's get this team together, but let's get a backup, like a real true backup four. Let's make sure we have, a good backup point guard. Let's make sure we have this and this and this and this. Not a bunch of band-aids, but let's just think if something like this happens, if the craziest thing happened like it did last season and we lose 90% of our starters, like who do we have that can step in and help us so we don't get flattened like a pancake. No contingency plan. It's just like, oh yeah, Angel can take care of it. What? Where did that? I want to know where in the playbook did Angel can take care of it come into play, because that's what has been happening. Oh, we don't have a point guard. Oh, Angel. Oh, we don't have a backup for it. That's okay. Play Angel 37 minutes. She'll be okay. Oh, we don't have our guards aren't shooting. Oh, give it to Angel. She'll do this. Like I understand Angel is definitely more than a rebounder. I've been saying that for the longest time. Angel used to be a point guard. Angel has talked about her being a wing player. She's talked about being a stretch four. She wants to do more than just post up, set screens, all that stuff. She wants to grow her game, and she's working on her shots, and all that stuff is going to come with time. But they are treating her like, do y'all remember? I don't know how old a lot of you guys are, but the Jetsons, there was this cartoon back in the day called the Jetsons, and it was supposed to be made. It's probably made. It was like a a cartoon that looked future. But I want to say, I think the future, it was like now. It might have been 2030. I got to look it up and see what year it was. Regardless, they had this robot that used to do everything. And it was one episode where they had her doing all this stuff. Her arms was going everywhere. She was cooking, she was cleaning, she was changing the baby, she was walking the dog, she's like doing all this stuff, and then she malfunctioned. That's what they're doing to Angel. It's real crazy. It is real crazy. Angel's great, but Angel is still just a second year player. Angel is still trying to get her game going. She's trying to find her place in this system that nobody really knows what's going on half the time. They're trying though. They're trying their little hearts out to like make something happen out of fetch. It just isn't happening. And it's a lot. And I think that's why the injuries are coming up on her because yeah, she played damn near 40 minutes, whatever, in college, but she was playing against teenagers. And a lot of them were smaller than her. She's in the big leagues now where these are grown women with grown women muscly bodies that are banging banging on her every time she's on the floor. So yeah, that's taxing on anybody to have to be in this game for 30 to 37 minutes every single game. And then it's like this play, you're going to be point guard. Now this play, you're going to set the screens. Now wait, this play, you're going to be in the paint. No, this play, I want you on the wing. No, this play, I want you on the perimeter. This play, I want you to, like, it's a lot. It's a lot. She's growing. She's learning. She's going to be really good at all of this, sooner rather than later. But it's a lot right now. And that's because we bring it all back. It's because she didn't have a plan. It didn't. You got my girl Camilla out here looking crazy. People talking about her. Y'all think I don't see that. I see it. People coming at her left and right about how she's not good for this team. She needs to be off the team. She doesn't have the drive. She doesn't have the motor. She doesn't want to play. She doesn't want to be here. She can't do it. She can't blah, blah, blah. What the hell does she do every game but set high screens and run to the basket? And they might give her the ball. Maybe. If it's not a bounce pass to her shins. She's 6'7". Yeah, she's gonna get her shot blocked when she's bringing the ball up from the floor trying to make a shot. Like she ain't perfect. She's also growing. She's also been struggling these past few games, and she's not where she needs to be right now. But she's not bad. She's not a shabby player. She's actually the player that has the highest field goal percentage on her team. She won point number 2 in the league at field goal percentage, but these last 3 games, not this last one, but the 3 before that, kind of took her out of that. I think she's number 5 in the league right now, sitting at 51%. She was at 54.7%, I believe, somewhere around there. And Aaliyah Boston was at 56. But she's not bad. But the way that they are playing her makes her look crazy. Like, that's literally all she does is come to the top of the key, set a screen, dribble handoff or hand off the ball, roll to the basket, come back out. Then she's dancing in and out of the paint because she doesn't want to get called for a 3-second. She might get the ball. She might get it at a good position where she can score. Otherwise, she's going to pass it out, and then her guards brick it every single time. She's not close enough to get the rebound. It's bouncing all crazy kind of ways. So they're coming at her for not getting enough rebound, coming at her getting enough points. They're coming at her for not being able to finish her baskets. They're coming at her because they said she looks confused on the floor. When all that is that nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Camilla is used to structure. I don't know where y'all where you think she came from. She came from Dawn Staley, the Dawn Staley school of bigs. And Dawn has structure. And South Carolina had structure where Camilla gets the ball. She can damn near anybody on the floor, and they're going to hit that shot. So she don't have to wait around and follow the ball because most of the time it's going in. So she has a different role. She's going to have to learn to adjust, and, she has to work on her fouls. I'm not saying she's perfect, but I've been hearing y'all talk about Camilla. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax on that. But all that goes back to Jeffrey. That's what I meant. That's what I'm trying to say. Since Stanity says a month ago, bro says she needs more production. He needed more production of herself instead of the vets. Yeah, that was I I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. I'm gonna be honest. He needed more. I don't know if he meant what he said. I don't know if he meant to use the words that he used, but they came out very horribly, and it didn't go over well with the folks. So I'm done talking about Jeff and and this crazy roster that we have. Like RC said this a while back. We don't have bad players on our team. It's not that we have bad players. We just don't have like these players are not going to help a rebuild team be a better team. These are people that you put in on already established teams where you need a little bit of production from somebody like a Kia Nurse who can just come in, be on fire for 2 minutes and then go sit down for the night. When you don't need her to play 25 to 35 minutes a game. You don't need a Rachel Banham to come in and play 30 minutes a game, 28 minutes a game. You don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like these players are good in certain systems, my opinion, but RC brought it up and I think that's correct. I don't think they're bad players though. They're not consistent. I'm not saying they're great. I don't think they're bad. I just think you can't use them in the way that they're trying to. Also, who said this? Coach Coleman said this when I was on Sessa's show. He pretty much said as him being a coach, something about to this extent of you got to understand these players and their body clock as far as like how long they've been playing. You can't expect some players you can. Some players are in good shape and they can score and they can play 30 35 minutes. Most of the time they can't, but these 7 8 year players, 10 year players are you just can't expect them to play that you can't expect that much production out of them in that amount of time. They put in the work already. They played their games when in year 2 and 3 and 5 where they were putting in all these minutes. Now you're teetering on 6 7 8 9 10 12 years and you think they're going to play the whole game and be productive. It's just not. It's not going to happen. So again, poorly constructed team. I think, in my opinion, it's my opinion, not bad players, just in a bad. They're just not being utilized the way that would give them the most or the best production and give us the best outcome. But I mean, again, he put all his eggs in this basket, and this is where we are right now. We healthy. If we don't get healthy and we don't start, playing where we're not turning over the ball 20 something times a game, then yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Um, Let me see. Tulip says Beck Allen is washed after surgery. Yeah, but what I'm saying is what she did for us that one game of shooting all those threes on a already established team, that would be all we needed her to do. Come in a couple of games and do that. We need her to do more on this team, but she's not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. Sloot literally broke and should retire. Lord Tulip, Mo Jeff is stealing a living. Second worst roster in the league would be if hold on, it's not okay. Would be the worst if it was not for Angel. And I'm putting Camilla in there. You ain't got to, but I'm putting her in there as well. Shout out to my skyscrapers. Troy Hall says, laughing at Tulip about saying Jefferson is stealing a living. Tulip says, Jay, name me a single player worse than Kia Nurse who starts like her. I don't know. I don't have a Tulip. I don't have a. We're not fighting. I'm not fighting you. I don't have an answer for you. I just said what I said. I'm not debating you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I have no idea who's worse than than Kia Nurse. Troy Hall says there were once a TV show called Make a Living. Never heard of that. Tulip says just one. You won, Tulip. I don't know. I have no idea. Wait, where were we? We went from, I don't even think we got to the game. Did we even discuss the Aces losing to Indiana? Did we get to that? How do we even get to back into Chicago? Indiana won against Vegas 80-70. My aces, let me see. We had Asia with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, all of that, and we did not win. Jay Young. Jackie had 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Nalissa Smith gave us 10 and 10, also 2 assists, 1 steal. And that was it. That was it. Indiana, again, we already talked about it. Kelsey Mitchell, 21 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. Natasha Howard, 18 points, 13 rebounds. Sophie Cunningham, 15 points, 3 rebounds. Aaliyah points, 10 rebounds. Yeah, they. I mean, again, we were up. We were up. I was watching the scores, and then we were down, and we never picked it back up. So, if y'all are tuning in, Vegas is still losing. Right now it's 63-87. Minnesota, 9 minutes, 18 seconds left in the fourth. And then the last game was, we're not gonna get all into this. I'm just gonna give y'all this. I'm not going into this game, but we lost against Seattle, 57-95, a 38-point loss. The biggest win Seattle has ever had in its history of existence. But gave 18 and 13. She came back on her field goal percentage, 62.5%. Um, Big Mama Rachel, 13 points, 2 rebounds. E Will had 11 points, 4 rebounds. Um, Nobody close, but HVL, 8 points, 1 rebound. Seattle had everybody and their mama scoring last night. Skylar came in on a mission. She just came in on 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Erica Willard, 13 points. Gabby Williams, 10 points, 4 rebounds. NECA had 10 points, 3 rebounds. Malonga, I think we gave her season high, if I'm not mistaken. 14 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Lexi Brown, who don't ever play. Lexi Brown, who don't ever play, 12 points off the bench. Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say about that game. That's all I have to say. I'm not going back into that. Let me see. I'm going through all the times Tulip is trying to fight me. Uh Jamie says, "Why are the fans trying to put the skyscrapers against each other? They love playing with each other." It is, Jamie. Welcome to life. Um, as a South Carolina and LSU fan, I have been dealing with this for years. They do not like each other. Those fan bases do not like each other. They do not like the players. And Angel and Camilla being on the same team was like Armageddon for them. They don't like it. They Camilla fans do not like Angel. Angel fans do not like majority of them, not all of them, because I'm sitting right here and I love both of them. They were both my favorite players coming out of college. I love when they played against each other. I was so overjoyed when I found out they were going to be on the same team. Those are my girls. I love them. Um, but the fan bases don't like each other. And so Angel has a really, really large fan base. So anytime, not all of them, but a amount of them don't like Camilla and don't want to have nothing to do with her being on the team. They don't want them to be teammates. And then again, there's a large amount of Camilla fans who are like South Carolina fans that don't want her with Angel. And it's always a fight. It's always a fight. It's always a versus. Angel's better at this. Camilla's better at that. Angel is this. Camilla is number 3. She should be doing this. Angel is number 7. That's why this is happening. Blah blah. Shouldn't go through Camilla. The Angel ball hogs the ball too much. This and that. They can't play together. They don't. They crowd the paint. It's so much noise every time Chicago plays. And it's always when they lose, and we've been losing a hell of a lot. So we hear it I hear it every single day, and I want a break. Like, I get it, and I'm in the middle because I hear, as a Camilla there, I hear what they say about Angel. As a Reese's Pieces, I hear what they say about Camilla. Like, I'm there. It's on my timeline. It's in my algorithm. I hear both of them, and it is so irritating. It's like, please, can we just not do this? Both of them have already said there's no beef. Both of them have already said they love playing with each other. Angel literally, for me, I feel like, go her way to be like, I love Camilla. Camilla, I love having her on a team. Camilla, Big Mill, that's Big Millie, that's the girl. Like, she's always saying something great about Camilla. And for whatever reason, people still think it's like beef. Camilla shuts people down every single time they come to her lives and try to say something about Angel or say something about them every single time. Like, I don't understand why it's college. And I guess it's gonna be like that forever. It's real crazy. I don't like it, but if I can tune it out, it's better for me, because I love them. I love watching them play together. I think they can be just like Cheryl Swoops. The longer they play together, the more they learn each other, the more they're in a system that actually works, because it can work. Um, they can be one of the, if not the dominant front court that the W has ever had, but it's going to take a lot for them to get there with all the obstacles they have right now in their way. But I mean, Cheryl Swoops has said it, Lisa has said it, some of the greats have said it. They know what they're talking about. Um, just the fans, they always, I don't know, it's always something with them. I love my people, I do, but on that part, they just work my nerves. Tulip says the Fever look good without the player. Not gonna lie, they do. They do really look good. Troy says Sunday the two saviors of the WNBA may not play at the United Center. Caitlin definitely out. And Angel is a game time decision. Who said they were saviors? Don't group my girl in there with that, because they ain't never called her a savior ever. Now maybe you calling him a savior for a different reason, and that's okay. But they ain't never called Angel a savior. But yeah, crazy, right? For them to have the draw that they have, to the point where it's a game being moved to the United Center. Is even Barbie night. It's a Barbie themed night there at the United Center, and it's possible that neither one of them will be in the game. That's crazy, right? Kathy, again, backup plan, putting all her eggs in one spot with all these Indiana games, and Caitlin's not playing. That's what people want to see. What's your backup plan? You gotta what's going on with that? Stin Sanity says Asia used to only have one loss against Indiana before this season. Oh yeah. Uh-oh, what happened to Dana? Dana getting knocked around left and right. Yeah. We didn't lose to Indiana. We didn't lose to Indiana the way that we haven't lost to any teams the way we've been losing these past couple of seasons, especially this season. It's crazy. Um, Tulip says Asia's still unbeaten against CC, but 0-2 against the Fever without CC. Um, man, Aces better watch out. Keep slipping. You might slide out of the playoffs. Yep. Tulip says your skates are down bad. I told you, Jay, go back to your OG team. They way up. I don't jump teams, Tulip. That's what you'll learn about me. I am loyal. I'm loyal to my girls on this team. As Camilla and Angel are Chicago Sky, I'm rolling with Chicago Sky. As long as Asia is on the Aces, um, I'm rolling with the Aces. So, I mean, I'm just gonna have to deal with being in hell for a while until we can get it together. And then when we start moving up, I'm gonna be celebrating the loudest. But I still got my eye. I always got my eye on my Sparks. Insanity says such an abomination game. You are right. Tulip says everyone gets their season high versus the Sky. They damn sure do this season. Troy says the Aces pulling out jokers in their cards. Um, Troy says someone mentioned this on another channel. I thought the Sky in 2024 was going to draft Rikia Jackson, but they chose Cardoso instead. And the Sparks had the second and fourth pick, and LA got Jackson. Yeah. Yeah, I thought originally I was thinking it was going to be Cam and Angel in LA, and it would be Camilla and Rakia in in Chicago, possibly. That's what I was thinking at first. Then I started doing the math and I was like, wait a minute. Is it possible that Chicago can draft both Angel and Camilla? I wanted that. So I didn't care. I didn't think Angel would drop down that low. Like I just didn't. But when the prospect of that she could be on Chicago with Camilla came up, I was so happy. I was so happy. So I didn't care that she was number 7. I was just happy that they were together on the team. Tulip says, Jay, I dropped a Naya edit today. Okay. Got my girl niece. Can you do one on niece just herself? By the way, niece is still doing great. Tulip says, oh, to Troy talking about the lineup. Uh Troy says, I Troy says, I'm gonna say this. You saw Caitlin was smiling when speaking. Coach Sandy and Liberty got both Clark and Reese in free agency. I mean, they would have to not have Saab and Stewie because I don't really see them being bench players if they go to a team together. I don't see that happening. So they would have to they would have to do something. I don't know how that would work, but if you use your imagination, yes, I can see that. That would be cool. All right. Um, Now before we go on to the fashions or to the news around the dub, let's check the standings. Oh my God. Vegas right now 71 and 95. This time I promise I'm gonna put it on the screen. Last time I was doing all this talking and didn't realize that you guys couldn't see what I could see. So I promise you I'm about to get it on the screen right now. Hold on. I gotta get a new mouse. This thing is not working properly. Okay. There we go. I did it this time, y'all. I got it. I got it. Tula says finally. I'm so sorry last week, y'all. I was just really, really going to town talking and didn't realize that y'all couldn't see. But anyway, so standings as of right now, not including these games that's going on right now. Minnesota is firmly at number 1. They're about to get their 22nd win, but they are also undefeated. I think if they win tonight, which they will be 14-0 at home. I think that's the best home start they've had in their history. I think Minnesota sitting at number 1, 21-4. Number 2, New York is 16-6. 3 is Phoenix Mercury, 15-8. Sorry, y'all. Seattle Storm, number 4, 15-10. Atlanta Dream is number 5. They've been having a really good season, Atlanta Dream, right? With them having a new coach, not knowing what the system is going to look like, he really came in. We got BG in there, Brianna Jones. I keep saying they got BG and Brianna Jones in there, along with Jordan Canada, Ryan Howard, and Alicia Gray. They added Pow Pow. When I say we, I just think I'm so excited and just so happy to talk about W. I include myself in that, but They added Pow Pow, and they just have a really good team right now. 14-10, sitting at number 5. Indiana Fever right at 13-12 at number 6. Vegas Aces had gotten themselves to into back into playoff contention, sitting at 12-12, but with the loss tonight, they're going to fall under 500 again. And that's going to drop them. Oh, they might stay at 7. If they're 12-13, oh, they might go 8. Go 8. But right now, they're at number 7, 12-12, only at 500, just plain at 500 team. Then Washington Mystics at 11-12, they are at number 8. And if the playoffs were to end today, that would be your playoff teams: Minnesota, New York, Phoenix, Seattle, Atlanta, Indiana, Vegas, and Washington Mystics. That would be a fun fun matchups there. Bringing in the rear. So Golden State, who was very hot and very surprising as an expansion team, has fallen out of playoff contention, but we have a lot of games left. We'll see what happens. They did lose Kayla Thornton, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect anything, if they have someone that can possibly fill her shoes, but they are right now sitting at number 9, 10, and 12. I mean, they're very close. It's not like they're like far out of the number 8. They could be number 7 or 6, in no time. So it just depends on how the games go. LA Sparks on a 4-game win streak. They are at 10-14, sitting at number 10 firmly. And then so far behind. So far behind. We are literally 3 games behind. That's 6. That's 6 whole games that we would have to win in order to catch up to where 6 wins or 3 wins and 3 losses by LA would get us to catch up. But oh man, 7-17 is where we are right now. And sitting at number 11, but we are tied though. Cuz there's still a possibility we can drop down cuz we're tied with Dallas, who's off at 7-17. They're at 12. The only reason we're at 11 and they're 12 is cuz we own the tiebreaker, because we beat them all 3 times this season. Same if we were to tie with LA, we would own the tiebreaker with them. And we would own the tiebreaker with Connecticut. So that is a little promising in the event that somehow we're tied and only one of us is going to make it out. At least we own the tiebreakers, the bottom teams for Golden State right now. But anyway, Dallas at 7-17, sitting at 12, and then Connecticut still searching for their 4th win at 3-20, are number 13. So there you have it on the standings. Let me see. Jeremy's in the house. Hey, Jeremy. Yes, Tulip, I did. I got them standings up this. I had no idea. I was just going to town. Los Links. Stin Sanity says, I love Valhalla. Yeah, I want to go there and watch a game, really. I'd be very interesting. I mean, very interested in trying to get to Golden State. It's so funny because at my job, we had a conference back in, is it April? March or April? I think April. And one of the they were giving out awards for, like, best this, that, or whatever. And one of the awards they gave away was 4 tickets to the Valkyries. And it was like a package where you get the tickets, you get to go to shoot around, you get to get in early, you get like VIP passes and some other stuff and all this stuff. I think you get to be there like when they're signing and stuff like that. It was a whole like package. They did the same thing for the Golden State Warriors. They gave them a really good package. But it was pretty cool that they also gave a package away for Valkyries, and everybody was like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "I want it. Give it to me." Like, I think I'm the only one in here that watched the W. Give it to me. But I didn't win anything, so it wasn't for me. But I would love to go there. They seem like that's like the place to be. Tulip says them bottom three teams need to put the fries in the bag. It's a wrap. Uh, Also, 1 and 6, 11, 13 are fixed, in my opinion. 1 through 6 and 11 through 13 are fixed. 7 and 8 is interesting and will change all season. Troy says Lexi Brown was part of the 2021 Sky Championship team. Plus, she's the daughter of NBA legend, 1991 Slam Dunk champion D Brown. Yeah, I know who she is. I know who she is. I know she is. She's also a Reebok athlete. She's one of, I think, 4 players signed: Angel, Anissa, Lexi, and Dejanay are all Reebok athletes, by the way. Let me see. What's next? What's next? Next, we have. Are we getting into the news? God, my mouse does not. It's irritating me. News around the dub. So we already knew this. All-Star winners was Team Fee, aka Team Hangover. Uh um they whooped up. What did I just They whooped up on the other team Caitlin or team. It wasn't even a contest. A lot of people were kind of upset about it not being as competitive. But last year they were playing up against the USA team, so they had to kind of be competitive. I ain't really care. It didn't make a difference to me. I enjoyed at the time watching Stud Buds and all the behind the scenes stuff. I didn't really care about the game itself. Was hoping that Angel could get a double. She wasn't able to, but Skylar Diggins did get the first triple double in All Star history. She also broke the record for the most assists in an All Star game at. I don't want to make this up. Was it 11? Hold on. I don't want to make this up because 15 is ringing in my head and 11 is ringing in my head. So let me see. What did she get? Diggs at 15. Oh, 15. Yeah. 11 rebounds. That's where it came from. 11 points, 11 rebounds, 15 assists. So I knew I had 11 and 15 in there somewhere, just didn't know where it went. So she broke the record for the most assists in the game at 15. She also broke the record for having the first ever triple double. And then Big Fee, who was, as Jeremy say, MVP. She was the MVP of the game. Change. Thank you. Um, and she scored a record breaking 36 points. That's the most points ever in an All-Star game. She took the record from Enrique, who I believe had 35 or 34 last season. When she went off, she had no points in the first half, and Enrique went off for all those points in the second half. Fee was just cooking all game. It was hers. It was the MVP was hers to take. It was either going to be her or Skylar. The Hootie Hoos were in the house, and they were doing their thing. So, shout out to Fee, and then also during the skills challenge that happened on Friday, Natasha Cloud won. Let me take this bar off real quick. By the way, if you not subscribe, you're not well, first of all, give me the thumbs up. Let me say that. If you're watching, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And then if you like the show, you can always hit that button to subscribe. It is free. I don't charge anything. Don't have any memberships. It's just me and my channel. So I would appreciate if you're not subscribed that you would go ahead and subscribe because we have fun over here at the JSpot Network. So back to my regularly scheduled program. You had Natasha Cloud, winner of the skills challenge. It was between her and Erica Wheeler. Erica was really fast. Now there was a little controversy because Natasha Cloud did not hit her threes, I think. There's no penalty for that. You don't get any kind of time penalty or anything like that. Um, you just get move on as long as you make an attempt to shoot. They're not gonna dock you for that, and it kind of is not that fair because I think Natasha Cloud only won by like a second or something like that. But anyway, she won $55,000, which is crazy. She was so happy and so cute with her and Izzy. And then Sabrina Ionescu won the 3-point contest, hitting 30, making 30 points in the last round. A heater like midway through her second round, and it was no looking back. Alicia just couldn't keep up, and she ended up winning with her 30 points. She returns as the champion. She was a champion last time she played. So shout out to them. Where's my applause? All right. Y'all like that? Troy said, was a WNBA commissioner dancing at Angel Reese's All Star Game after party. Same part, Courtney Williams and co. Same party was not allowed. Also, a video showing Caitlin Clark singing at Mario at a club. So the commissioner was dancing at Angel's party. I think she was at. I didn't watch that night, but she was not at. Angel had her own party. I started it, but I didn't finish watching their stream that night because I had to go to work. They were at a separate party, like some corporate party. That wasn't Angel's party that they were dancing with Kathy. Um, I don't know. What do you mean was not allowed? I'm not sure about that. Oh, was that the same party that Courtney was not allowed? I don't know. I'm kind of confused on your question. Courtney was allowed. If you're talking about Angel's party, that was kind of a. So Courtney wanted to walk right in. Angel wasn't there yet. Courtney said they're on the list. It's for Angel Reese's party. She had a bunch of people with her. She thought that she can just walk in. Their name wasn't on the list. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know who she was, which was in her eyes respectful because she just played an all-star game and everybody should know who they are. And so she was upset. Finally let them in. Her vibe was off because she had, they had that little situation at the door. And then she got in there, didn't like it. It was too packed. I don't know. They didn't like the sections they were in. She ended up leaving, going to I think it was a Sports Illustrated party. Went there, and then Angel went to her party. It wasn't really her party. She was paid to go to make an appearance at this place. So it wasn't necessarily a party. Now it was for All Stars, like in celebration for All Star, but it wasn't like Angel Reese's party. It was just a party or club appearance that they paid Angel to go to, and that's where they were. So I don't think Kathy wasn't there at that one. And then I did see a clip with Cece singing with Mario, but I didn't watch it live. Saab is who they think their player is. Troy says, I see they changed the All Star Game MVP trophy after that embarrassing trophy they gave Kelsey Plum when she won. Yeah, that little, I think KP was holding it like this. When they were taking a picture, like she's on one side and the commissioner's on the other side. Get out of here with that. So yeah, they definitely did change the change the award. Then a couple of others before we get into the fashion. So during the All Star game, Angel debuted her new colorway. These are pink Angel Reese ones or AR ones. She named them Me Bounds. So the first one she has out, the white ones called Diamond Dust. These ones she debuted at All Star Game are called Me Bounds, which I think is so dope. But there's a better look at them. I think they're cute. I want the blue ones, so I want to see what the blue ones look like. I think I don't know if this is a real look at it, but they showed some gray. She has some tan ones, Then they showed the gray ones. I didn't really like the gray ones because they're not the gray that I thought it would be. I thought it would be more like dark gray where the dark pink is, and then light gray where the light pink is. But it's not like that. It's more of an out of the soul. It just doesn't. It doesn't. It's like more white and then gray at the bottom, which I don't particularly like. But she's gonna release more colorways. So when I find something that I really like, I'll be sure to cop those. Um, Troy says, "Thank God nobody was too drunk because in Indianapolis they'll arrest you for public intoxication." Well, people were really drunk; they just weren't out in public. They were inside the club. Mainly, Natisha Heidemann was super drunk that first night. Tulip says, "Have you seen the KP plum berries?" I saw those. Those are nice. I like that colorway as well. Then, real quick, I didn't know if I was going to talk about this or not. This is just a quick question to you guys. I don't know if y'all have heard the controversy with Stud Bud and having a on that has been pretty much harassing Angel for the past 845 days now since she won the national championship. And well, actually, he actually gave her a compliment a few days ago, so it hasn't been 845 days. It's probably been like more like 830 days. But he gave her a compliment, said that her team it, she got, named her shoes me bound. She has clothes, selling merch that has me bounds. She is using some of the proceeds from the shirts to go into her foundation that's helping to fight cyberbullying. Did this whole thing. She's been playing better. Her last, 6 to 8 games have been phenomenal games. Besides this last one that she played, even though she had a double double. Um, so he kind of gave her props, and then he shouted out the stud buds, and then now they want the dude on their stream, and so a lot of people have been really upset about it, and mainly saying like, y'all claim to love Angel so much. Why would y'all have somebody on that's been very hateful towards Angel for all this time? Outside of all the other stuff, like I don't know that a lot about them, but but through reading other people's stuff, I see that he said some very, very bad things, not only about Angel. He's talked about other black female athletes. He's said homophobic things. He said racist things. He just doesn't sound like a great guy. But for some reason, studs want them on their stream. And then they said, well, it's not no big deal because if he say something about Angel, we'll press him. We'll press him and say, why you say that stuff about Angel? We love her real bad. We don't play about her. We got her back. They still got backlash because people were like, I mean, why would you even need to do that? Just don't have them on your stream. Stud Bud said, this is our show. This is our stream. We do what we want. We actually talked to Angel. Angel knows that we don't play about her, and that's that. And so I guess that was an excuse, or they use that as a way to excuse them by for having him on. So they really want him on. I don't know. My question is, do you guys think that this will? What kind of effect do we think is going to happen by having this guy on? Is it going to get the the attention and the notoriety and the popularity from having this controversy? Is it going to actually blow them up bigger, or do we think that it could ruin them? Because a lot of people are saying like they're returning their merch, they're unsubscribing, not going to watch. They really feel like they became fans of Stud Buds because they gave them an inside look at the W stuff that we haven't seen before, and so they really grew a W audience. a lot of Angel Reese fans because it was heavy Angel Reese that first night, and then Angel was also on there a little bit on the second night. And so to kind of pivot and have this guy on, knowing what they know, there is possible they'll lose all that audience, but we don't know percentage of wise of how many, what their audience is made of. I don't know. Just wonder. I mean, I kind of have my own opinions on that, but I'm just wondering what you guys kind of think about it. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I know his name. Porknoy. I know his name, but I'm not gonna really mention. I don't want to mention it on here. Tulip says, "Bye, buds." Jeremy says, "My stud buds." Tulip says that man is a known racist, misogynist, plus essay encourager. He is gross. Money talks. They sold out. He'll just control the room and spin his web of lies. Insanity says, "I don't know." Tulip says, "They'll get bigger, but lose the culture in their soul." Jeremy says, "I hope my stud buds don't do it." That bar tool. Yeah, I don't really know. It's this is one thing I can't agree with them on. As a creator self, podcasting since 2007, 2017. Wait, 2019. Not where did I get 17 from? 2019. No, wait a minute. How long have I been podcasting? Has it been 2017? I've been podcasting a long time. Anyway, as a person who owns my platform, my YouTube, my podcast, um, I understand as a creator, um, you cannot like nobody can dictate to me what I do on my platform, who I talk about, why I talk about them, who I have on my show. Like I get that. I understand. That's what they say. That's understandable. I agree with that. Nobody should tell you what you can say on your platform, on your page, on your Twitch, on your YouTube, whatever. Like what you cover is what you cover. I've had people tell me I'm not talking about a certain player enough. Okay, I'm not the channel you're going to watch because you're not going to dictate to me who I can talk about and who I can't talk about, or I talk about this person too much. Like that's just not how I roll. I want to grow my audience organically with the things that I talk about. Hopefully, I attract like-minded people that enjoy my content. But having said that, you got to know your audience as well, right? If I've grown my audience and if I research and know who my audience is and my demographic and kind of what they're into and what they watch and just interacting with you guys, I kind of already know the audience that I have. If I made a hard pivot and had somebody who is I couldn't even make somebody up, but just somebody on that is just a horrible person, I can't get mad at y'all for saying, "Jay, what are you doing? This is not like this is not what we thought, or this is not your brand." Now you can't make me do anything, but then the consequences is I might lose my core audience, my audience that helped make me, my audience that's been supporting me. I could lose that. So I guess the question is it worth losing your core audience? Do you think what you're going to get on the other side is going to be better than what you're going to lose? And I guess that's a decision they have to make. And it looks like they are making it. They don't care. On the other side of that, I will say, I don't never have to call my friend and explain to them what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. I never. If somebody is slighting my friend, there's no question. I don't have to say, "And I go up for you. I love you real bad, right? I don't play about you." Right? Like I don't have to, there's no words need to be said. If you've been harassing my friend for 3 years, if you've been the cause, one of the main players of how everything got started, how everything got so viral, the reason why I've been going through all this stuff, if you're the reason why, I don't need to call my friend to give me validation. I'm not messing with you. I don't need to say I love you real bad, or I don't play about you. I just don't play about you. You know what I'm saying? Like the actions will show I just don't play about you. I was just talking to my friends right before I got on here. We were talking about a situation that we had. It's four of us. We're all podcasters, and a situation happened with one of us, and well, it happened with two of them, two of the five of us, and all of us collectively never dealt with that person again. It wasn't a conversation. We didn't have a meeting. We didn't say, "Do you mind?" None of that. We realized that that person did some hurtful stuff to one of us, or actually two of us, and it was dead in the water. No conversation with that other person. No conversation with us. It was just like, oh, that happened. Oh, I'm just gonna move accordingly. And that is what it is. We didn't have to go seek validation. So that part is kind of crazy too. I don't think there is friendship for real there. Um, they can claim to love her down all they want, but you know, actions speak louder than words. And I don't know. I mean, it's their platform. They can do what they want. It's just kind of it's moving a little weird for me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't have to. It's not. I'm not. I'm not their core audience. I'm not their audience at all at this point. So it don't really matter. We'll see how it turns out. I'm interested to see. I am interested to see what actually happens because I did enjoy watching them during All Star break. But I'm not necessarily a person that just watches streams all day. So I haven't caught any of their other stuff since the All Star weekend. But I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. I'm not saying I'm watching. I just want to see what the end result is gonna be. I mean, y'all will let me know. The timeline would definitely let me know. They said no to haters, but then invite the biggest hater. Shake my head. It's a little wild. It's a little wild. All right, so we'll see what happens with the stud buds. Next up, we got some fashion. So I put all these together. These are just pictures from All Star Weekend. We got Rakia. I'm going from I guess that's my left to right. Rakia's on my left. Asia's on my right at the top. You got Rakia, you got Asia, you got KP, you got Angel Reese. I didn't mean to put them all together, but most of them are wearing red. I think that's pretty cool. The red dresses, and then Angel has on the cheetah. Is it cheetah or leopard print? I'm not really sure, but she came down very. What does she call it? Old money, new money. Old money meets new money. Looking very rich. Looking very rich. Then we have this matches too. I promise y'all I didn't mean to do this on purpose, but this is pretty cool. Then we have Stewie up there on the top left. We got Alicia Gray. She had on a very number. It's like a cone sticking out on her left side. Um and she's wearing like some sparkly cowboy boots. I mean, I don't really know Alicia's style normally, but she said she kind of stepped out of the box on this, and I can see that. So that was something different. We got Bree Jones down there in the black number, and then we got Kayla Thornton with the cutouts in the front. Then we have this one. We have Kelsey Mitchell with the tuxedo tie and the button down shirt with the skirt. We got Jackie. Now I didn't mind this outfit. You know, she's gonna show her midriff, but the tie sticking out under the jacket or the top, I didn't particularly like. But I ain't no fashion person, so I don't know why or what you know reason is for doing that, but that's what they did. Someone said she looked like Monster High. I do know what Monster High is, but I don't think they meant it as a bad way. Like she does look very goth, right? But so that's Jackie's outfit. Then we have who's that? Gabby Williams. I thought Gabby looked great. Gabby looked real great. I like that it almost looks like it's silk, but it's a top and pants to match. You got Sony Citron in the middle, looking sophisticated, and then you got Kiki area fin there in the brown. Then we also have a oh, I got Asia again. My bad. Did I have hold on? Did I have Asia in the first one? I did. Sorry. Asia looks so good. I put it in her twice. Asia again. We got Saab in a black suit. Saab was Nike out. Saab's outfit was sponsored by Nike. She had a Nike brooch on. And then you can't really see it in the picture right there. If I had it bigger, you could. But the tights have Nike checks on them, which I've never seen before. We got Fee. Fee, the picture don't really give it justice. When I first saw Fee on the Stud Buzz stream, I was like, what in the world? Like, Fee that came out, I've never seen her dressed like this before. Skin showing everything. You got the little, it looks like a little bikini thing underneath. She said when she was walking out, getting ready to go into the actual venue, she was telling the Stud Buzz, she was like, oh, I forgot kids are going to be here. They're about to see everything. And they was like, well, ain't nobody worried about kids. We here to have a good time. We're not worried about kids. So I thought that was funny. And then you got AB, Aaliyah Boston in a nice brown dress. That was cute. Then this was the night of the All Star game. If I had to pick my top three, they're right there. They're right there. Rakia would need to be there too, because Rakia dresses very well. I love to see Rakia, but Angel, Asia, Skylar Diggins, like money, money, money. Like I don't even know what to say. This leather suit or whatever it was, snake skin, alligator. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the details were, but this leather suit that Angel is wearing with this button down, like this oversized button down shirt, like I love me a power suit, and this is just dope. I don't know. She just makes it to me. Asia Wilson with this, I don't know what is it, like a racer type shirt. I don't know what you call that, jersey type thing. With these nice freaking boots. Uh, I love these boots. These boots are fire. Fire. The contrasting colors I thought was so cute, so playful. And then you just got Skylar Diggins looking like she owns everything every single time she walks into a room. She looks regal. She looks like, I always say this, like you're not supposed to look at her in her eye. Like she looks like a mafia boss right there. She really does. Um Stin Sanity says everyone looks amazing. Troy says Fee looks like a 90s R&B singer. Oh, did I erase it? Sorry. Fee looks like a 90s R&B singer at the All-Star game orange carpet event. Oh, with the see-through top and bottom. Then we have uh and again, I didn't mean to do this on purpose where everybody's wearing kind of the same colors, but then we got Sony Citron, another outfit sponsored by Nike. You got Fee in this little number, which I thought was kind of cute. And then we got KP looking like she's on her way to put a hit out on somebody. She looks like a hit woman to me. I like it. So those were the looks I think from our game, and now these are the looks that I picked for my fit check this week. We had Sanaya Rivers. A lot of people were suggesting and pointing out this picture, so I have it on here. Sanaya Rivers in this look here, showing off her ankles. We got Olivia Nelson Adota. I always think she looks pretty nice every time I see her. She has her own line. I don't know if that's part of it, but she actually always looks really nice. We got Aaliyah Nye looking like she's coming out of a 90s video, looking very 90s. This is what we wore. Baseball cap, cut off shirt, baggy pants. Um, then this picture here, y'all. Anissa Morrow probably has the best 7 abs I've ever seen in my life. I only say 7 because I almost see 8, but maybe it's a different angle. This girl is like, and y'all be trying to call her, say she needs to lose weight. Where? I think y'all don't be really paying attention. This girl is like probably out. She's an athlete, so I'll probably say she's somewhere between like 17 to 20, maybe 22% body fat. And that's a healthy amount for a woman. They shouldn't be any less than I think 18% body fat, just to sustain. I know that because it was one point where I was 8% body fat, and the doctor said, "Girl, stop. Whatever it is you're doing, stop doing it. You're good. There's no reason for you to be this low on body fat. You got to get your body fat back up." But my abs did not look like that at all. Like she looks like she could be a bodybuilder. She can be like a fitness competitor. Like that's crazy, niece. I put that on there just because that's crazy. That's crazy. Then we have Jackie Young. Jackie Young just, I mean, this is an outfit like her normal outfit, crop top, baggy pants. Sometimes she wears tight pants, but baggy pants. I like this. I like this whole outfit. Pretty cute. Tulip ladies looking great. And that niece is built like a machine. She is like a machine. Then we have that's Dana Evans and her little get up here, jeans and a crop top. Then we have my goat. We have Asia Wilson. This little number looks like she had on some black boots. Normally she wears some kind of Nike shoes, but she had on black boots this time. And she was actually dressed. The last game she wore a t-shirt and her slippers. Sometimes she feels like dressing up, sometimes she doesn't. So this particular one I kind of like is different. The kind of like a tattered look. I kind of like it on her. We got Anissa Morrow again. Beautiful outfit. I love it. She got her little what you call things, little boo boo things or whatever they call them, on her purse. The hair is herring. I don't see how they play with all that hair. There's Rakia. Rakia again. Rakia never misses to me. I like this denim outfit as well. I'll just put Camilla on here because I just love Camilla. I had to put Camilla on there. She got a stylist, they said, but then she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't like the clothes because most of the time she's just wearing sweatsuits, a t-shirt and a skirt or t-shirt, some shorts, and then sweatsuits most of the time. What is it called? La Boo Boo. La Boo Boo. Okay, La Boo Boo. That's what it's called. But yeah, I put Camilla on there just because I felt like it. Um, Angel, Angel, this Gucci, like this girl. When I tell you, between when I tell you her, Rakia, Skylar, they literally are like walking the runway in some of these outfits. Like I really feel like they feel like they're at New York Fashion Week. This whole little Gucci get up is very to me very retro because I don't think people wear Gucci like that much anymore. But back when I was growing up, Gucci was like it. The Gucci bag, what is it's a tan, so it's not like necessarily bleeding into the other part that she has, where everything, the jacket, the halter top, and the skirt is all brown. And then she has the nude shoe, like not the nude, but the clear shoe on. I mean, I like it. It's clean, it's cute. She looks like money. She just does. She looks like money. Um, and I think that's it. So I don't. So, obviously, I don't think it's any surprise who my pick of the week is, because I gushed enough about it. But I'll go back through real quick of the ones that we had for this week. We had Sanaya, we had Olivia Nelson Odota, we had Aaliyah Nye, we had Niece the Beast with the abs. We had Jackie Young. We had Dana Evans. We have my girl Asia Wilson. We had Niece again in a black outfit with the red hair and the labubus. We had Rakia Jackson in the denim get up. I love when like girls dress up. I always say this, like what you would call quote unquote like boy clothes or like, you know, less feminine clothes. I like that. Camilla being Camilla and her Nikes and her skirt. She really loves wearing those skirts. And then we have Angel. So I don't think it's any surprise at all that my fit of the week is this Gucci number here. So shout out to Angel for getting the fit of the week on J Spot Live. All right, and that is it. That is it. That is it. We are done with the slides. I think that's all I have for today. If y'all want to see, I think are both games over? Let me see. I know my Aces lost real bad. Let me see where we are. Oh, there's one more game coming on right now. Valks and Dallas. They haven't started yet. But if y'all want to see the scores, I'll show y'all the scores real quick. Just in case y'all didn't get to see them because y'all were tuned in to me. We have Phoenix Mercury did lose to New York Liberty 89-76, and the Aces lost to Minnesota 109-78. Let me see. Oh, Saab had 29 points. Saab 29 points. Jonquel Jones 20 points. Natasha Cloud 10. Phoebish 13. The Merc had AT with 20. Kalia with 14. Satu only had 6. Dewana only had 9. Okay. Let me get back to the other game. I don't even know if I want to look at the box score for for this Aces game because I don't even know. I know they said that Fee had 22 points. I hate this website, y'all, with a passion. This is not user friendly in my opinion. So the Aces 78, Minnesota 109. Let's see. Fee had 25 points. Courtney Williams 23 points. Kayla McBride 13 points. Bridget 14 points. Jessica Shepard 10 points. Asia was the leading scorer with 15 dang points. 15 points. 7 rebounds. Then Jackie at 14 points. What I told y'all, it's been Asia and Jackie 1 and 2 trying to help this team putt along. It's very similar to Angel and Camilla trying to help this team putt along. It is not enough. It's just not enough. 14 and 15 ain't gonna get us a win. Nalissa had 8. Chelsea had 9. Jewel Lloyd. What is going on? Somebody help me understand what's going on with Jewel. Is she really hurt and nobody wants to tell us? Is that what it is? It has to be. 0 for 10. No points in 20 minutes. Girl, Becky ain't even play these people. She said, I've had enough. Go sit down. Nobody played over 26 minutes. Go sit down. Go away. That's it. You're not getting minutes. Go have a seat. 0 for 10. Woo! I love my teams though. I love my teams. I'm not gonna give up on them. I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, that's all I have for y'all tonight. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me. Tulip says McPhee got it in the bag. Possibly. I mean, I don't think I think Fee is doing great. I'm not going to count anybody out of the MVP race, especially not Asia, because Asia's still having a phenomenal year. She's just not having as great year as she did last season. But Fee looks good. Looks real good. Tulip says Jewel is washed. Everybody's washed to you, Tulip. I said it at the time. Terrible trade. What W stream? Me? Are you saying W stream for me? But anyway, that's all I have. Y'all have a great night. Don't forget to give me the likes on your way in or on your way out. If you are watching me and you're part of the replay gang, don't forget to also give me the likes. You can go share it. The more people know about me, the more I can get, chat interaction. I can get on the algorithm. I can get my views up. We can turn this thing into something major. But I always appreciate y'all for coming through. Everyone who was in the chat today, everyone who will be, giving me comments later. I do appreciate y'all. Za says peace, Jay and J Squad. Yes, you boo. Thank you. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. No. Good night, everybody. And just like Tulip says, I am out. Y'all have a great evening. It's still Ghost Cases, even though we are falling apart at the seams. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.